Irvingman, watches shows sitting on his can. Tells a story, tells a joke, monetizes cause he's broke. Look out, here comes the Irvingman.
After a bunch of static shots that don't have much to do with anything, we zero in on the local prison. The sirens and searchlights are announcing an escape. How long have Larry and Curly been keeping Mo out of the sun?
Miss me already, do you boys? You'll never catch me.
See how quickly a little exposure to the fresh outdoors restores his natural color.
Which one was it, Warden?
Pretorius.
Professor Pretorius?
The most diabolical, vicious mind ever known to science.
That explains why he's green. You know he's been messing with radiation. He's been threatening something he calls the Kingdom Come machine. It's supposed to be a thing he can blow up the whole city with. They never found it, and the warden is one of the few people who still believes it ever existed.
Boy, that sure was a bomb of a party. Glad to get away. Keep driving this road. Pretty hard to see anything in the fog. Well, be back in town pretty soon.
Good thing, too. I'm all out of exposition.
Hey! You crazy, standing out in the road like that?
I want a lift.
You must want it pretty bad. Hop in.
He rides a ways with Peter, then asks to be let off.
Now there's a mysterious guy.
We interrupt this broadcast for an important news bulletin. The mysterious Professor Pretorius tonight escaped from Clod's Tomb prison.
Holy cats.
It is thought he is being driven to his laboratory in the city by a youthful accomplice.
Hey, that's me.
Grammar, Peter. I think you mean that is I. He realizes he just aided a fugitive. He needs to change to Spiderman and correct his mistake.
Good. Just where I left it. Come, Giddy. You'll put them off the scent.
Spiderman saw him come in here and just sailed through the window.
In there.
They've had dogs on his trail, and the hounds sure think he's in there.
What made you think we were hunting a cat?
Your dog said he was in there, so ask them.
But he went in there.
Oh,
Professor Pretorius.
how did you know the professor escaped, huh?
It's on all the radios. We're grateful for your interest, Spider-Man.
Did you see Pretorius go in there?
I could have sworn.
Webbed wonder you'd better get glasses. Get the dogs downstairs. We'll try to pick up a scent outside.
You'd better get some nose glasses for your dogs, too, then, because they said the same thing he did. That means something about Pretorius was in there. Or did the department forget to teach the dogs to ignore cats?
Hi, Puss. Of course. If I were eluding dogs, I'd put a cat at the place I disappeared from. What else? Let's see. What? Hey! Am I still a man or a mouse?
It's hard to tell. Ask the cat.
Guess it's all the same to him.
Well, never mind then. The cat advances and Spidey retreats into a small hole in the wall.
Guess I'll just follow the plumbing.
You wouldn't believe what the mice had to do to build that staircase. If you find the images confusing, you're in the right place.
Don't bother to knock. Great Scott! A pint-sized atomic pile.
Yes, but big enough to blow you and this whole city to Kingdom Come.
I'll bet that's why he called it a Kingdom Come machine. How lazy. He suddenly realizes this is another guy who's shrunk down to his size and he's out to stop this. World-class genius. He sends his purple monkey to handle Spider-Man. One of the great perks of this job is I get to say things like that.
That ought to hang you up.
Best I can tell, the professor is fine going up in flames with the city.
There's nothing you can do. The atomic reaction's begun. It's too hot to handle.
Yeah? This ought to cool it off.
It's a weapon powerful enough to destroy the entire city. Just don't get it wet or it goes. We watch a full-size hand turn the water off. Needless to say, the blue light works in reverse too. What happened to the professor? They won't tell us. Aside from our cliche of having another green villain, the plot is weaker than weak. He's gonna blow up the city. Does he have an escape plan? Apparently not, but if he does, what happens after the city is gone? He has that shrink light. Why doesn't he patent it and sell it to shipping companies? And last but not least, what's up with the title? The Birth of Microman? Nobody got birthed. The whole setup was already in place, and he'd apparently used it before. Nobody ever called anybody Microman. They called him Pretorius like he called himself. No birth, no Microman. What does that leave? I've seen worse.